What is going on, everybody? Is Alex coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing the Washington Redskins 7-round mock. Excuse me as I adjust this here, and still the screen recording still adjusted for the regular season record predictions. Yeah, so I'm continuing to finish off the NFC East. We already did the Eagles and the Cowboys like way long ago. I think it was over a month ago, and we just picked up with the Giants until we find another series to do. So, always fun to do that. And yeah, I mean, this series has obviously I don't expect it to get much traction. I'm just doing this so I can provide you guys content every single day. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing the series, because I'm going to be continuing to do it regardless, just so you guys do have something. But again, Camel Wolf saved my ass with giving me the record predictions videos. So let me know if you guys want to see this type of stuff, and if you want to see other stuff, let me know. I can always talk about issues as well, like why I think the Titans suck and stuff. So if you guys want to see it, let me know. I try to do this shit for you. So unprofessionally, I'm going to re-click resume the draft because I want to see what picks we had. We have 2 third-rounders. And number 1, Penei Sewell goes. That is very interesting. I was not expecting that to happen. And if we're at number 2, I don't think the Dwayne Haskins train is really moving too well. And last year we were talking about how the Redskins could have taken Tua. And I'm sorry guys, I tried to find a way to import my own custom draft order, and I'm still going to continue working on trying to find out about that. But because obviously it would be kind of cool to import my record rankings, because obviously the Colts would be at 32, and like the Raiders would not be at number 8, and same thing with the Dolphins. So, yeah, we're gonna try to work that out. But yeah, Tua was hinted to go at number 2 last year. They did the right move and did not get him. And we're good. This is more of a realistic. Actually, no, this is not realistic. This is what I would do, because if I'm not mistaken, the Cowboys 7-round mock, I got Tanner Morgan in the 4th. So we're just gonna get the most value at the spot. So I mean, I guess it's realistic, but realistic with me being the GM, because realistically, I'd probably want to take Justin Fields here. So that's actually what we're gonna do. You know, Washington Redskins has and there should be changing their name. I would like the name Red Tails. Dwayne Haskins posted that. That's an absolutely amazing name change that isn't too far off from what they were, and it's a respectful way to honor minorities and stuff. So that's honestly a really cool name, and they had a pretty interesting logo for it, pretty interesting decal. So I think that's a great idea. But they've been pretty much the hub of all the. They're the first ones to win a Super Bowl with an African-American quarterback, and I think that they're going to be regaining their Super Bowl title in a couple years with another African-American quarterback in Justin Fields. I think he's an absolutely amazing player. I really do think that he is one of a freaking kind, and I've been watching him. He's way better than Trevor Lawrence ever could be. So we're going to be checking out what happens here. Brock Purdy goes way higher than projected. That is insane, but it makes sense. I mean, quarterbacks are interesting picks, but it's understandable if they go that highly. And Sean Wade going to the Eagles is an absolutely amazing steal at that point. So we're here at number 34. We still have offensive line issues, so Jack Carman could definitely be this option. If I'm going to be honest here, I think Daniel Faalele, I honestly don't know how to say his name, Faalele, he's going to be better to me than Jackson Carman, because I mean, I saw Trevor get pressured quite a bit, and Clemson lost a lot of its line, and right now I'm between Freiermuth and Faalele here. Freiermuth is a great option because you have Vernon Davis there, but you lost Jordan Reed, who was some absolute freak when he was in his prime, and it's a good offensive weapon. But honestly, what they need really here is to protect their franchise guy. And Daniel Faalele, 6'8", 400 pounds, and he is athletic as fuck. One of his big downsides is that he doesn't have enough experience, and he's going to be continuing to develop his pass blocking sets. and I think that that's an amazing idea. I mean, I've watched a lot of Minnesota games, and I have not seen anything wrong with their offensive line. So, Daniel, you are going to be the next franchise tackle for the Washington Redskins. So let's see if anything interesting happens. Yeah, Fayolele, he's an absolute beast. Freiermuth going to the Cardinals, that's absolutely insane. I mean, that team is already stacked as it is, and that's an amazing pick. I wouldn't blame them if they did that in the first round. Chaz Surratt is an interesting pick. I had like a big hard-on for him when I first saw him, but I've been a little bit cooling off. Desmond Ridder going to the Patriots, that's very interesting as well. But I mean, he was a converted quarterback. That's insane to me. So we're here, and we could go Najee. Like, Najee's a solid option here, but oh, you can switch the player rankings. We're gonna do that for the time being, guys. From this point out, and we're looking here. And I can't really see too many solid corners. Marco Wilson's definitely an option here. I'm gonna go Israel Mukuamu here. I mean, this is kind of a cheap pick because I think that he's a bit better than this, but not too much. I think he's up in my 60s and 50s range. 6'4", athletic, and he's definitely a boundary corner. So that's something you need because you have Kendall Fuller, who is a great slot corner. So get that type of guy in the third round who could potentially be your next lockdown corner. I mean, he locked down, what's his name? Jake Fromm, and like picked him off, I think, 3 times in one game. Tutu Atwell to the Bears would be actually an insanely interesting pick because that's the one thing they just lack is one major speed threat. Just one guy like that, just over. Charles Snowden to the Eagles. The Eagles are having a damn good draft, guys. Kyle Trask to the Patriots. Interesting. Let him groom under Tom Brady. If we're here and Chuba Hubbard's here, this is going to be interesting. So I'm either going to go Chuba or Tamorrion Terry. And we have Darius Geis. That's the thing. We have Darius Geis, and he's an absolute beast. I think that he still has room to grow. And I think Tamorrion Terry's a better pick here overall. It's most likely going to be him. Elijah Molden could be another great pick because obviously you need 2 boundary corners. And I mean, Elijah's only 5'10", though, so he'd be much more of like a slot type of corner, and we don't need that. So we're going to let another team get a first-round quality cornerback, in my opinion. And I think we're going to go Tamorrion Terry, just add another route runner to this class here. I think that's something that they just need to do. Continue adding weapons. I mean, we can honestly, at this point, Chuba is too good to let go. I think he's like mid-second quality, and like sometimes you just have to go for the best value, and Chuba is that amazing value. I mean, why not? You could possibly get one of the better running backs in the NFL in the 4th round. I think that's kind of the strategy nowadays. And I mean, Xavier Thomas, I thought that he was a first-round pick. I know he hasn't been doing as well, but he has so many intangibles that you like. Steelers get Mikael Cunningham. I'm interested why he's going so highly, to be honest. I really don't understand that one because he's ranked at like 160. So, I mean, I would think that he's worth the 4th round pick. He's just worth, he has the potential to be that good. So, sitting here, we need to look at some offensive line options still. I mean, you can never say no to offensive linemen. Alec Lindstrom's a great option at this point. Let's see if we can kick a tackle into guard as well. Cordell Volson, I actually have heard some pretty damn good things about him. And Cole Van Lanen is pretty good as well. But Cole Van Lanen could be kicked into guard because he's only 312. I mean, only 312. But, I mean, it's possible. Let's just check out how Volson is 6'6", 312. And he's a former 2-star, so I think Van Lanen would be a better option here. But, again, let's just see who's at the top here. You have a cornerback out of LSU. I think, honestly, Moehrig would be the best option here. Isn't Moehrig 6'2"? He's 6'1". So he's a heavy thumper. He's a pretty good person to pair with, what's his name? I can't believe I just forgot his name. From the Giants, Collins. I think that he would be, honestly, a good pairing. But at the same time, he's kind of a clone. So you don't want to be too one-dimensional with big guys who are not really the best at coverage. I mean, actually, Moehrig's pretty solid. He had the 2nd highest safety grade by PFF. But Bushman is a solid option here. He's like the #1 target on TYU. I mean BYU, and you get your tight end replacement there. So I mean, I think that's great value. I think Bushman is more of like a third to fourth type of player rather than an early fifth. So you get your value. Alec Lindstrom to the Chargers is a great pick. I think that's Morig as well to the Bears. I would be pretty happy as a Bears fan. I know Keon wanted me to make a video about why I like the teams I like. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I know it's going to be coming eventually. Reggie Roberson, pony up, going to the maybe Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that year. Okay, so Tariq Thompson, I'm not really going to be going after. Let's see if there's any actual guys that could be fitting our needs here. Ooh, Obi Melifonwo's brother, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Obi Melifonwo was somebody who is just absolute insane beast when it came to the combine. It's really sad that he didn't turn out, but I didn't really expect him to. But it was a great choice by the Raiders at the time. Fedarian Mathis fell hard. I'm pretty happy about that. Like, I'm really happy about that. Again, let's just check out the linemen, man. Let's see if there's anybody here. Linderbaum is not going to be worth this pick. And Ely's the only guy who I can even think of. I think Ely's better than, I think they're saying like 7th round grade. I'm pretty sure he's better than that type of shit, man. But, you know what? We're down to right here. And I'm going to go Tariq Thompson here just because, I mean, I'm not really too familiar with Tariq Thompson, but we'll see how he is. Honestly, I'm going to click on his profile. 6 foot, 200 pounds. So he's the right build. So he's able to have coverage ability. It says right there. It says he has good man ability, and that's pretty much what you want with a with a safety that can work as a sub linebacker. Okay, let's see. Jatorvius Whitlow goes to the Eagles. That's probably like the first pick I didn't like by the Eagles. I think that he's more of a round 7 type of guy. Sam Ehlinger. That's actually a perfect place for him to go. Behind Ryan Tannehill, pretty much Sam Ehlinger to me is Ryan Tannehill. So, I mean, all these people were giving me shit about the Titans video. Yeah, I messed up because I forgot like two like additions. I think in free agency, like kiss my fucking ass. Like I don't really care, but yeah, everybody messes up, man. Here, I honestly might go Des Fitzpatrick. I know we already got a good route runner, but I mean, this is way too good. Des Fitzpatrick is a top like 130 player for me. And, like, honestly, he makes more plays than Tutu Atwell. I think that he would be a great pick down here. Here's where basically you don't really need to fill holes. But, I mean, KJ Henry could be somebody we go after. But I'm going to honestly go Des Fitzpatrick here. He is an absolute beast. And he's a very great route runner. Has good hands. I haven't really seen too much to complain about him, man. Austin Watkins going to the Steelers. Man, I love the draft season. Like I damn well want to be somewhat in one way or another a part of this process in the future with like some organization because it is just so fun looking at all these names and just imagining how they play. I don't like how Hufanga is just gonna be down here at this rate. I mean at this place. Pete Warner going to the Steelers. Interesting. So that's the video, guys. We got our starting quarterback. We got our replacement for Trent Williams. We got our boundary corner because I'm pretty sure Josh Norman still might be there, and Israel Mukuamu can continue to learn from Josh Norman. We have our route runner in Tamori and Terry, and then we have Chuba, who, I mean, that's just a value pick, man. And then Bushman is like a guy he's just solid, and he's not really going to be a high ceiling player. He's just a high floor. And Tariq Thompson, just taking a shot on somebody who's good value. And Des Fitzpatrick is just somebody who's a solid fill-in. So, I mean, I'd grade this draft really fucking well. You know, if players fell this way, especially Chuba pick, I'd grade this an A+. So, let me know what you guys think. You know, obviously, my opinion differs from many of you guys's. So, you know, I'm glad to always hear you guys go off, whether it's positive or negatively. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you on the far side. Peace.